And a very warm welcome if you've just joined me on my channel, Nigel's View on Things. How you doing? How you keeping? Hope everybody's safe and sound where you are. Today what I would like to do is talk about the moon, a light and the sun. If I showed you some pictures, could you possibly tell me where the moon and the light is? It should be very, very simple. Really, it should be extremely simple. But is it? Let's have a look at a picture. And here you go. Where is the moon and where is the light? Not so simple now. I've asked a lot of people this same question looking at this same picture. I was quite surprised that many people got this wrong. Leave a comment in the comment section down below and yeah, pause the video now and just do it, and then come back and let's have a look to see if you're right. Let's have a look at another picture. Black and white composite, and it is near infrared. Still very, very hard to tell, and we've got a very, very strange lens flare, but that's for a different video. We're looking at a colour composite picture, near infrared. Moon left, moon right. Which is it? Light left, light right. Where is it? Would you like to find out? Let's see if you're right. And now we're looking at a bog standard colour picture. We can clearly see that the moon's on the left, the light's on the right. It's very, very easy because we're looking at it. When we're looking at pictures, it's very, very simple to become confused, and that is the most important part. This is what I'm trying to show you. Sometimes things are not so obvious and they might be other things. We can't take for granted what we're being shown. We need to do a little bit more research, and this is a proven case. But when things start looking exactly the same, you've got to ask yourself, is there something wrong? Because really, the moon should look like the moon. Doesn't matter what sort of filter that you're using or whatever sort of camera, and a light should look like a light, and really the two shouldn't look the same in any way, shape or form. Is this the sun or is this the moon? This is what you got to ask yourself. Are you 100% sure of what you're looking at? And the picture we're looking at here is colour composite near infrared. Now you've got to ask yourself, is this the sun or is this the moon? It just, well, for me, I'm looking at this. If I didn't know any better, I would have said that was the sun. And the picture we're now looking at is a monochrome version, black and white. Is this the sun? Is this the moon? Yet again, very hard to tell. So looking at this picture, have you actually made your mind up what you're looking at? Is this the sun or is this the moon? Let's have a look if you were right. And now we show the colour picture. You can clearly see that this is the moon and we've got a light underneath. It just looks like our sun. Our sun's starting to look like our moon. Our moon's starting to look like our sun. This is the point I'm trying to make. It doesn't matter, night or day, it all seems to be the same, and it shouldn't be. Our moon should be more defined, you know. Go figure. Looking at this picture here, is this the sun or is this the moon? We've just looked at exactly the same similar sort of thing, and the answer is this is the sun. What we're looking at is a black and white composite near infrared picture, and this for me is quite strange. I'll need to zoom into this and let you have a look. And it looks like we've got a plane creating a chemtrail in the background, and if we zoom in, there you go, there's this object here. It certainly doesn't look like a plane to me, but it definitely looks like a chemtrail. If we have a look at another picture, this is colour composite, and the first thing we notice when we look at this picture is we can see that there's no chemtrails. It's disappeared. You can see the craft is still there, but everything else has just disappeared. Yet again, is this the sun or is this the moon? That's what you've got to ask yourself. Are we looking at the sun or the moon? Yep, you've got to ask yourself. But this chemtrail all of a sudden comes back in black and white, and you can clearly see it's just there. Let's have a look at the colour picture and see what you're making out. And here's the colour picture, and something quite strange happens here, because if we zoom into exactly the same place, all that just disappears. Where did that plane and the chemtrails disappear? We can't actually see that on this image at all. So what you've got to ask yourself about this picture is just one question. What technology have they got to make something disappear just like that? And you can see that the object's there. And you can see the object is there in black and white. And you can see the object is there in black and white composite infrared. Or near infrared, should I say. Clear as day. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's gone. And what other things are hiding and lurking in black and white? How many people now take black and white photos? Just interesting. I suppose what I'm trying to say is not everything looks as it should be. You know, we take things for granted, we see things and they ain't exactly as they are, if that makes any sense in any way, shape or form. We can be misled by looking at pictures very, very simply. But everything can't be explained so easily. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. But if we have a look in the colour one, it all of a sudden just disappears. It's no longer there. That has to tell you that there's something going on. Just those 4 photos. You know, everything is not so cut and dry. In colour, things disappear. In black and white, they appear. In infrared or near infrared, things even get more stranger. That's all I've got for you now. Much love, much peace, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.